YouTube, it's your boy Estefano's back with a new video. So basically, as a lot of you have noticed, I love to talk about Spider-Man. So instead of just bringing up Spider-Man, talking about either Miles Morales or Peter Parker, I decided to talk about a character that I had in mind. I call it a character that I've taken inspiration from, that I made up from inspirations from other Spider-Man media, from the Tarzan movies and the Spider-Verse movies, and a couple other movies have inspired this character. But my main inspirations are Into the Spider-Verse and the Amazing Spider-Man movies 1 and 2. The character, instead of being called Spider-Man, is called Arachnid Man, because a lot of you know spiders are arachnids. I'm not going to do the whole definition or the scientific explanation of what is an arachnid, other than I guess they have webs and they have 8 legs instead of 6, or like an insect, which, to be honest, I always thought spiders were bugs growing up until I found out when I was younger that they weren't. But oh well. Well, basically, the character is called Arachnid Man, and his real name is Stephen E. Robinson, and he lives in New York City. I'm still trying to debate on which part specifically. I don't want to be. Maybe, yeah, Harlem. I'm guessing Harlem. And before y'all be like, y'all be like, is he white or is he black? I'm still debating. Like, I mostly want him to be black, because I feel, no offense, Peter, but I feel like the black spiders, their characters are more interesting. But anyways, he, instead of being bitten by a radioactive spider, this takes inspiration from Miguel O'Hara's backstory and Miles Morales' backstory, where he was experimented and had spider DNA implants in him, but was given extra powers like those legs that come out of his back, and claws, like spider claws, spider hairs, all kinds of all kinds of extra weapons to help him in battle and have increased his speed, strength. And basically, I wanted not to be like, to have a tragic backstory. And when he was born, his parents were working for this company that was ran by this CEO called Colin. And basically, on the outside, they did a lot of good for the community, helped the citizens of the city, helped the people of the world, doing all sorts of good on the outside. But behind open doors, it was completely corrupted. Colin ran his employees to the ground and only cared about his wealth, and had so many loyal. But he also had tons of people who were loyal to him, especially this one character who becomes very special throughout this franchise that I've created, and also his son Henry, who actually becomes who is also important. And basically, the main inspiration for Henry is the Norman and Harry Osborn dynamic. While Norman expects a lot from his son and want him to be better, Colin didn't want to have a kid. He was happy without having a kid, but his wife Emily was pregnant, and he had Henry, and throughout his whole life he was quite abusive towards Henry, and basically, and that Henry felt like he had to do a lot to make his father accept him. Otherwise, he felt like a mistake, even though he already did feel like one, but he wanted to be more. And basically, Emily had the sickness,
and Colin was desperate to save her as well as Henry. And so he began funding research on finding on the scientists at his business to try to like come up with a formula that could heal her with a mixture of spider DNA and quantum dark energy. And they were trying to see if they could make a healing formula. But it turned out that it had serious effects, causing serious mutations, causing people to mutate into human spiders. And basically, Stephen's parent, Stephen's parents, whatever. Stephen's Stephen's parents were working for this company. Their names were Edward and Isabel Robinson. And so they used to live in this small town. I would say New Jersey, I would say. And he's trying they were working in like the smaller like corporates for Colin, but they were soon forced to come work for him. But once they started work, but okay, no, the step parents were forced to move to New York because they too, but the biological parents had to leave Stephen with the step parents who were also co-workers. Well, the stepdad was a co-worker to keep Stephen safe because it turns out they had done too many experiments and Colin wanted these results in order to destroy the evidence that they had, because this was evidence to have to like put him out of business, and so he ended up hunting them down, and so they attempted to escape, but like they were killed. So like a bit of Batman, and then so the stepdad, who also works for the company, the corporate, was then had to move the family to New York to help with the business, and so he's basically, and so Stephen grows up questioning his whole identity, and I want him to feel like he doesn't belong in the world because he feels like he doesn't have a place in the world. It's not that he's a nerd or anything, or that he's not cool enough. He's cool and he's starting over. It's just he's cool and smart, but he's just unsure of, and like he doesn't feel like he belongs or that his place in the world is real. So he's basically a mixture of Peter and Miles, you would say. And throughout this franchise, I want him. He's the main hero. I'm just making it clear. I don't want to shift him to be a side or secondary. No, he's the main character to the end. In this first movie, basically, I don't want to go too much into information, but this is like this is what like bit of a summary of what I've created. Basically, I want him to grow up to become his own man and learn that even those who had the roughest of beginnings could have the brightest of endings. And trust me, I've came up with this mainly because I was so proud of my Spider-Man my fan series, and I've always thought, why not I could just bring my own Arachne character into my Spider-Man universe, and like it would be crazy to have my version of Miles Morales and Peter Parker meet up, but like yeah, this is I get, and this is like basically crazy because I never thought I would be doing stuff like this, but a lot of people have like a lot of things have inspired me to create my own character. I want to go deeper into the lore, but I don't want to risk having any of my favorite bits leaked. But basically, I mean, I kind of already did, but it wasn't like that's like the key. That's not the key stuff. But basically, I just want to give out what I feel about what I feel. And for those of you who know me personally and have seen my shows and my fan fictions, really appreciate you. You guys motivate me every day, and I appreciate y'all. And I hope you all enjoy this video because I'm trying to get better at making videos because I feel like I'm doing good, but it's getting better, but I want to do better. Get better. I wouldn't say I want to go big one day, become like those YouTubers who do go big but aren't big. But I want to do this for fun and see where it goes in the future. Who knows? Who knows? I could become one of the biggest YouTubers in the future. But we won't. Who knows? We won't see. When do I know I've achieved my goal? When do I know I'm ready? Well, I won't. It's a leap of faith. And that's kind of like the main keys and inspirations for Arachnid Man. And like this is like basically the bit of information of the first movie that the title is, and it's titled Arachnid Man Origins. It's an origin story. Like this, it's nothing deep. But anyways, if you guys want to know more about my information, DM me and I'll let you all I'll let you know and I'll show you what I've worked on. And but until then, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow the socials as usual. And I hope you all have a good day. Take care and as usual, peace.